You're watching Rebel News and Commentary with Nathan Ball. Um, this is the real reason, the actual reason why we celebrate Memorial Day.
On April 9, 1865, the Civil War ended at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia, after more than 600,000 Union and Confederate soldiers lost their lives. Of the remaining 1.5 million plus veterans, along with the 80,000 veterans from previous conflicts, tens of thousands of veterans were in desperate need of medical treatment, housing, and employment. In 1865, during his second inaugural address, President Abraham Lincoln appealed to Congress and the nation on behalf of these soldiers to address this problem.
To care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan.
Becoming the motto for the then Veterans Administration. In March 1865, the National Homes for Disabled Volunteer Soldiers, which resulted in establishing 11 permanent national homes between 1865 and 1930. Similar programs cropped up in the southern states for the Confederate veterans. In 1886, the Texas Confederate Home was established in Austin, Texas, which
See, these are Southerners. Southerners knew how to take care of their people back then.
The Pacific branch of National Homes for Disabled Volunteer Soldiers was established in West Los Angeles, California.
Well, I can let a little more of it go.
John P. Jones and Arcadia DeBaker patriotically deeded over 400 acres of pristine West Los Angeles land to be permanently maintained as a national home for veterans.
Carolina Winston Berry is the great-great-niece of one of the landowners.
This was a fully functional city within the county of Los Angeles. It had everything. Its own post office, 150 acres under cultivation, orange trees all over the place. You can't see an orange tree anymore.
Yeah, see that? They destroyed all the orange
A lot
trees
has
for
happened
food.
since then.
Government documents show that the West Los Angeles VA has made millions
what the
of
people
dollars
in our
renting
government
out
did?
chunks of its property to private enterprises.
During the early part of the Vietnam War, construction began on the Interstate 405, which is part of California's major highway system. A section of the 405, once known as the Sepulveda Freeway, now Sepulveda Boulevard, cuts through the veterans' property. This stretch of road is named after the Sepulveda family of San Pedro, California, who in 1784 were issued a Spanish land grant by King Carlos III. Very close to this section of land and on the veterans' property is where the drills for the Sawtell oil field are located. Tell us about the oil that's been found on the veterans' land and what's going on. Is that oil going to the veterans?
Not at all. Thank you for asking. This
You know, you hear that? The money for that oil is not going to be going for the veterans, even though it's on their property. They have the rights to what's on their property and underneath the ground, straight down where their property lines are. We all have that right. But the government comes in and says no, because they got the guns, you know, and the authority and you know, and the people that are their guns are nothing more than their minions, you know, who won't stand up for the people like they're supposed to do. You know, They're supposed to stand up for us against them. It's not the other way around. What do you think the Constitution is there for? The Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, posse comitatus, all that. Nobody hardly talks about posse comitatus. We need to start talking about it now and thinking about implementing it. If our cops and our authority can't do their job, we do have a patriotic right to fire them all and establish new government and new law enforcement. We have that right. But they don't want you to know that. People like me that gets that stuff out there, they want to kill. And some they have killed. But there's still more of us out there that's got more balls than them getting this information out. But this is why we celebrate Memorial Day. And this is Nathan Ball with Rebel News and Commentary. If you like the video, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Y'all take care. And share it. Get it out there. Because a lot of people out there don't know why we celebrate Memorial Day.